We just got a new update from lifebyyou where we visited a car dealership to showcase buying and trading cars. But this update revealed more than that. Let's get into it. I do like the environment, design, the art, the way that it looks is visually stunning for me personally. The sliding doors has a little white device at the top in the middle, which I don't know if that's automatic doors type of thing or if there's actually like security, but I don't know if we have anything like policemen or thievery or things like that, so I don't know. Let's talk about the variety of the cars. We have your super cars that we saw. Those look really cool. We have these mini SUVs, you could call them, that you could see outside the window. And the left of the screen looks like a vintage style car. And then we have like mopeds and motorcycles and maybe like electric scooters type vehicles. And that's just with what we can see at this dealership place. Maybe there's bicycle shops and other things because we know there's personal rides as well. So I really love the variety of transportation. As they drove around, you can actually see more sightings of bus stops. I'm going to be really interested in the way my different humans get around, as maybe I'll play some that can afford those kind of like supercars, whereas others, they can't really afford those. They have like a scooter or they use public transit. Then we have the inventory, which we're going to be talking about more in this, the car keys. So you can actually hold more than one set of keys in your inventory, and by clicking on them, you can actually choose which vehicle is your currently active vehicle, which one you want to use at that time. You can also be able to gift or trade these keys to someone else, which I do really like because, say, imagine you were to gift a set of keys to a car for a teenager that aged up for their birthday. I think that would be really cute. And then they also showcased giving money, which could also be for allowance as well. I've been wanting to talk about the gift trading system because, as we know, the humans age gradually by 1 year, and each of them have their own birthday. So giving gifts on special occasions like birthdays can really change the game versus me just going into Lot Creator and placing down new items and then pretending that my character gave to another character or human. I can actually go into the trading feature and gift that item. What I would like to see and was hoping to see is more responsiveness from the game. There needs to be more weaving of features and taking advantage of the features we have. So, what I mean by that, it felt very dry when you just drag an item over and that's it. There's no response from the game saying, you know, a memory was added that blank gave this to blank. None of that. There wasn't a reaction to the item. Say we could have reactions to the item because we have tags for these items and things like that, and it can be able to be tagged to different traits, different hobbies, likes, dislikes, right? So if somebody likes something or it ties to their hobby or whatever it is, they would have a response, or they would have a temporary emotion, temporary state, or that gift they're given, whether it be a negative or positive response, neutral response, whatever it is, I feel that it should also come up in the events or memory tab that something was given to you by whomever, and I feel that a notification should at least pop up so there's this responsiveness, because otherwise it felt quite dead. It just felt like dragging to the other person, and then we pretend again that that was given, because then you go to their inventory and the item looked exactly the same as how it looked in the giver's inventory. Okay, I feel like when something is given to someone else, I'm not talking, it doesn't have to be money, because we'll get into those transactions and stuff like that. But when it comes to items, I feel like in your inventory, it would be nice, there was enough room for it in the UI box to at least say from this person. So it says the item's name, whatever, from blank, so that we can also track those things, as well as it's in the game tracked. We can see in the inventory, oh, this was from dad, this was from blah. And yeah, I just think that would be much better to make sure that we're taking advantage of all these different features that we have in the game. It should weave together with the memories, with the emotions, with the way that the character is going to react. All of that needs to play together. Another thing about the inventory, we could see that the items are quite varied. We have not outfits, but individual articles of clothing. I saw underwear, pants, bracelets, things like that. So the types of gifts that we can give, it's going to be like so diverse, which I really like. I think that's really cute. When they were showcasing the dialogue editor, it was showing the example of wishing happy birthday to another human, and it showed the different life stages, where some of this might be filler because I couldn't read everything, but from what I could read, adult to child, wow, you're so grown up, enjoy it now, kid, happy birthday. And if a child to an adult, happy birthday, I want to be like you when I grow up. Those kind of things are so cute. So again, like, okay, if you're gonna have that dialogue, let's have responsiveness with everything else. Let's have it tie the memories, then they respond a certain way in dialogue, and vice versa. Because if you have all these in play and you have all these memory systems and it responding to the gifts being given, then we can also tie in the emotions to where, say, people remember to say happy birthday to me and I got gifts, then you have those emotions respond in those ways. Or people forgot to say happy birthday, I didn't get any gifts, or frugal family, or family who doesn't have, that much money, and how they deal with not really getting anything or just being forgotten. And those things can also play with the emotion and memories and the turmoil they get from that upbringing, whatever it is, right? So one of the first times that trading was introduced to the community was through one of the Q&A posts that they do, and it was, how is money managed in the game? Will money be pooled if or per individual? They talked about how money is managed on an individual level, right? And they said the trade interaction, right? And they said that they will be covering money management, sharing bills, and costs in the future. On another Q&A, it was for humans buy items autonomously. I have a video on that, so I will make sure to link my Life by You playlist at the end of this video. In this one, they spoke about being able to see what your human has been up to on their profile page, which we've seen before, shows like a brief of your events, certain events that has happened, what they've done, what they've observed. But then also they said that there's a place where you can view details about your human's finances and transactions. Now, no, they haven't touched on this yet, so I'm probably the little gremlin that's pointing it out too early. But yes, in the dealership, there was an ATM. And what better place to check your finances and transactions and to see if you could maybe take out something to be able to afford to buy something in there, right? So I don't know if they're going to also have banks, but they could just use ATMs and that would be really perfect. And supposedly, with finances and things like that, we're going to be able to share rent costs and things like that between housemates and roommates. I like that they have that. Then I want to talk about more environment style type things with the storefront. When the trading was happening, we got to see the outside of what looked like a clothing shop. I liked that the outside of the shop had window displays. I would really love to decorate the window displays. I really like that they have that. It gives a really nice touch to the shop designs. Speaking of those displays with the mannequins, I'd like to know if that's a set object or if we can actually dress up our mannequins with the clothing we have as well as our custom stuff to really make it unique to that store. That would be smart, of course. Then we got to see more of a sneak peek of the new UI and the direction that they're going with that. Purple is one of my favorite colors. I can't hate it. I really like it. I think it's really cute and it's definitely looking more cohesive. One of the things that I did see is when Gabriel hovered over the bag, which is the icon for the inventory, the bag has a little opening animation, which I thought was a cute touch. So I really like how the UI is coming along. I think it looks good. The way that the transportation may be divided is we have the car dealership for those larger types of vehicles, and then maybe we'll have a personal transportation type shop like a bicycle shop with all the other things. How would you like to have your shops? Would you like to just have the personal transportation and the car dealership, or would you like to have specialty shops like a skateboarding shop, a bicycle shop, things like that? How would you guys do it? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're hungry for more Life by You deep dives, click the video on the screen right now. Enjoy!